Marcy Ryan, Derek J. Madrigal can be described as an all-American average good guy. Before the attack, he was playing football, working at a pet shop, and going to college working towards becoming a coach. He never thought a spring break vacation to South Padre would nearly end and change his life forever. It's not every day a college student is greeted by the school's president and cheers from fellow classmates, especially when a student walks in to drop out for the semester. But that was the welcome 21-year-old Derek Madrigal received when he stepped foot inside Brookhaven College in Dallas last month. The last time he had been here, just before school let out for spring break. So why such a warm welcome? You see, Derek has become sort of a hometown hero. He even has hundreds of cards written by elementary school children in the Dallas area to prove it.
You are a hero to me, and it's amazing how you got stabbed 9 times, and you are super brave and strong.
Derek's older brothers, Blake and Rick, certainly agree that their little brother is a hero.
No doubt in my mind. There's not a lot of people that would put themselves in harm's way.
That's just like American soldiers out there. They're putting everything they have out on the line for us every day, and now we have someone that does it on the outside. He earned his stripes.
His stripes, or rather his scars, evident throughout his body. But earning the hero title almost cost Derek his life.
It's just hard to believe that anybody would try to hurt somebody like this, to just kill him. Try to kill him. You know, and the way where they stabbed him was like they wanted to paralyze him first and then get his lungs and then his heart.
Remember this video? It's hard to believe this smiling, bright-eyed young man is the same person at the center of a brutal beating and stabbing that happened on South Padre Island during spring break, Texas week.
I remember just getting hit, but I didn't know they were stabbing me or hitting me with coolers. I guess I kind of blacked out, you know.
Derek, speaking out for the first time since the vicious attack, says this attack turned his life upside down. Stabbed 9 times, once in the back of the neck, once near his right eye, in the arm, and several times in the chest. One of those stabs punctured his right lung. Walking around Brookhaven College was a no-brainer for Derek Madrigal, but following that attack, he's fallen so far behind he was forced to come in and drop the semester. However, it was far from a somber homecoming.
He's just a really good guy, and he doesn't deserve this. But I agree with him standing up for something that isn't right.
As soon as he's comfortable, we get him back in the classroom, we get him enrolled. His advisor will be meeting with him today, not just to do that drop side of the paperwork, but also to engage him in the classes that we'll be offering this summer and already looking forward to fall.
After dropping his classes for the semester, Derek took us around campus as he visited with teachers and fellow classmates. We asked him to show us his favorite spot in the entire campus, and we ended up at the gym.
Y'all are just teasing me. Y'all are teasing me. Bring me to my place I work out. That's not fair. I can't work out.
Derek even went on to challenge me to a couple of reps.
2, 3, come on. 4.
And after a few more see you laters, Derek headed home, where he spent much of his time during his gradual recovery. His mother, Marga, says she now classifies her family's life as before the attack and after the attack.
We love a little harder, we love a little longer, we care about each other a little bit more than we did before.
Derek says he wasn't even planning on taking a spring break vacation because he wanted to save money, but his friends insisted, so he made the last-minute decision to take the trip south.
It's always been a lot of fun when we go there, so why not?
The first couple of days on the sunny beaches of South Padre Island were all fun and games. Derek even celebrated his 21st birthday on March 14th.
We woke up, we had to go to the liquor store right away. And they ID'd me, and I was like, well, it kind of makes me feel young again, just to mess with a guy.
Derek says life was good up until March 17th, the day of the attack. After having a couple drinks at the hotel, Derek went down to Coca-Cola Beach, the island's a place to be during spring break since it draws thousands of bikini-clad college students on any given day. Derek says he was hanging out with a group of about 20 college students under a tent set up on Coca-Cola Beach.
I was kind of hanging out, just drinking a little bit, and I was kind of standing off to the side, and I saw these guys all lined up, and they're all talking, so I kind of stepped in.
Derek says he asked a group of men who disrespected 2 of the girls he was hanging out with to leave their tent.
They were just looking for trouble, like, you come to Padre to have fun, you don't come to try to fight somebody, you know.
So you step in for the girls. What happens next?
She gets hit, and then I get hit. And then I go up to the guy that hits me, and I hit him, I put him on the ground, and I was on top of him. And all his buddies came and helped. And that's all I really remember. And all I remember is covering up my head, saying, "Where's everybody that's supposed to be helping me?"
Blake and Rick say it was heartbreaking to know they weren't there to help defend their little brother.
It's real hard to hear something happen to a sibling. It was real hard for me to express my feelings without being angry.
Derek's father considers the attack on his baby boy inhumane.
It was real hard for me to make sense of how some of the negative aspects and people in our society can cause that kind of harm.
I was conscious through him taking me there in the ambulance and the helicopter while they're operating on my side, cutting me open and all that stuff, but they numbed me a little bit. I was like, "You're gonna numb me, right?" And they numbed me.
What kind of pain are you feeling at this moment?
Sage, I don't really remember too much pain.
Derek was rushed to Valley Baptist Medical Center in Harlingen. His parents were shocked when they received the call about their son being brutally beaten and stabbed on the island. Their first thought? It was a mistake. But indeed, it was their beloved DJ that found himself in and out of surgeries battling for his life. So you're at the hospital. When you wake up, what goes through your mind?
To tell you the truth, I was kind of crying because I knew I couldn't pay for this. I couldn't pay for the hospital. I was like, I need to get out of here. I need to get out because I couldn't pay for it, you know. But I couldn't have left. But
That was your worry at that time?
Yeah. Well, because and the first thing I called my dad. I said I was sorry because we can't. Well, I knew we couldn't pay for it. You know, it was kind of tough on me because it was my fault that we're going to have to pay for it, you know.
Derek was hospitalized for over a week in Harlingen. His parents rushed to be by his side. Derek tells Action 4 News it was the unconditional support from his family, the get well cards and wishes, gifts, picture posters made by friends, and prayers that played a vital role in his recovery, mentally, emotionally, and physically. Nearly 2 months later, he still cannot move his left hand, and it still hurts to even turn in his bed. Since the attack, he's also lost 30 pounds, but has been drinking protein shakes to help him regain his strength. Why do you think that this happened to you? I mean, you're a young guy going to college. Do you ever think, why did this happen to me, and why do you believe it happened to you?
I've kind of asked myself that, but I believe that everything happens for a reason. You know, I believe that I was on that beach for a reason, to help that girl. You know, it wasn't my time to go. You know, I wasn't ready to die. It wasn't my time.
We'll continue talking about Derek's story tomorrow on Action 4 News Sunrise. Then part 2 of this series airs tomorrow on Action 4 News at 10. It will focus on where authorities are at this point of the investigation, plus a message from Derek to his attackers. For now in the studio, Daisy Martinez, Action 4 News.
Many of you turned to our social media pages when we first broke the story about the stabbing, asking about Madrigal's condition. Tonight we invite you to head back to Facebook and leave a comment for Derek Madrigal. Tell us your thoughts on his interview with Daisy Martinez, and hats off to her for part 1 of this 2-part series. And you know, Derek Madrigal is just a hero and a survivor, and his story is just incredible.
Right, and that video was not just seen here in the Valley. When we posted it online, you know, it went everywhere, and people were calling in and Facebooking us and going on valleycentral.com from, you know, outside of Texas, asking about his condition. So now, thanks to Daisy, we got to see how he's doing, and he's looking great.
Let us into his home and showed us what life is like, and it's incredible to see his story play out on TV.
Can't wait to see the second part.
Good stuff there.